This is the story of a car with a secret, a very big one. Imagine this. It's your first drive in a car you just bought. You're excited, and then suddenly the dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree, and the car just dies right there on the highway. Well, for one new owner, this was just the beginning of a very long, very frustrating journey. Because this is really a story about what happens when a promise is broken from the moment you turn the key. It's about a 2-year fight to uncover a deception that was hiding deep inside the car's machinery. But let's go back to the beginning. It all started with the promise of a fresh start. You see, for Anna, this wasn't just any car. She just moved to a new country, and this vehicle was her key to a new life. The seller, he seemed so helpful, He even picked her up from the airport. She felt she could trust him. So here's what the deal looked like. It was a premium SUV for 13,000 euros. The contract specifically said it was in excellent technical condition. And the odometer, it read just over 187,000 kilometers. Now remember that number, it's going to be really important. That promise of excellent condition, well, it didn't even make it through the first drive home. Things went wrong, and they went wrong fast. Day 1, the car stalled. By day 3, Anna was already spending 600 euros on a service check. And just 10 days after that, the SUV couldn't even get above 70 kilometers per hour. Something was seriously wrong. So she took it to the official dealer to figure out what was going on. She was probably expecting to hear about a bad sensor or maybe some expensive repair. But what the technicians found, it wasn't a simple mechanical problem at all. The dealer's diagnostic report, well, it blew the whole case wide open. The technicians pulled the car's real service records, and the true mileage, it wasn't 187,000 kilometers, not even close. It was nearly 400,000, more than double. The odometer hadn't just been off. It had been deliberately rolled back. I mean, just look at the difference. On the left, you've got the car Anna thought she was buying, one with plenty of life left. And on the right, you have the reality, a car that was pretty much at the end of the road. So when Anna went back to the seller with this proof, what did he do? First, he made excuses. Then he just went silent. He literally blocked her number. So there she was, out 13,000 euros with a car that was falling apart. She had no other choice but to go to court. And this is where the story pivots. It stops being just about a personal nightmare and becomes about one single legal question. The court did not focus on emotion. It asked one key legal question. The entire case really just boiled down to this one thing. Was the car Anna actually received the same car that the seller had promised in the sales contract? That's it, a question of fact, not feelings. And to answer that, the court simply had to look at the evidence each side brought to the table. So on one side, you have Anna. She came prepared. She had a full vehicle history report, the official diagnostic from the dealer, and all her messages with the seller. And the seller? Well, his defense was based on an old inspection from another country and the argument that the car was sold as is. The court was really clear on why the mileage was such a huge deal. They basically said, look, this isn't a minor detail like a paint scratch. Mileage is one of the essential things you look at. It's the number one way a buyer can tell how much wear and tear a car has. And that as-is defense, it just didn't hold up because of something called consumer protection law. These are special rules designed to protect buyers. They make sure that a seller's big promises, the essential ones, are legally binding, no matter what the fine print says. So, after looking at all the facts, the court made its decision. And it was a total victory for Anna. The seller was ordered to refund the entire purchase price, all 13,000 euros, plus the 694 euros she'd spent on those first repairs and checks. The court essentially hit the undo button on the whole deal. The contract was canceled, Anna got all her money back, and the seller had to take back his broken car. Anna's ordeal was finally over, but her story really leaves us with a powerful lesson. It shows that in the eyes of the law, what a seller claims isn't just a sales pitch, it's a binding promise. And when that promise is broken, cold, hard proof will almost always speak louder than words.